what The Rock is cooking.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
We are here to recap for you, our Patreons.
Yes.
And you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a little Survivor Series via Circa 2003.
Via Circa 2003.
That's right. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Eric was like 7, Andrew was 5, I believe.
The Attitude Era wasn't quite over. The Ruthless Aggression Era hadn't quite fully kicked in.
I'm going to throw in a fun fact right now.
What?
This was Cena's first pay-per-view as part of his face turn.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And I'll
False.
tell you a little bit.
No, false.
I'll give you a better... It's not false?
That's false. He had a pay-per-view match against Chris Jericho before his Dr. Thugonomics gimmick.
No,
That
I
was his
mean, once
first
he
pay-
went Thugonomics,
Oh,
obviously.
okay. Well,
I'm
yeah,
saying
his
this
first
was his
pay-per-view
first
match. He
Well, yeah,
beat
he was
Chris
a face
Jericho.
when he fought
And he
Angle.
wore the stupid little.
Everyone's a
tights.
face when you debut. Everybody. But yeah. I meant like once he was Thugonomics.
Okay. So once he
this
was Thugonomics.
his first pay per view as a face in the Thugonomics.
Right, in the Thugonomics canon.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got this idea from one of our patrons.
Nice.
Obviously, if you're listening, you are, or watching, you are a patron. But Sean, who originally pledged $50 to do awards, but instead of doing awards, he wanted to just flat out tell us what Patreon episode he wanted. So
Yeah.
you could do that too now, I guess. If you pledge $50,
Yeah.
and we'll recap anything you want.
Yeah, basically.
Doesn't even have to be wrestling.
Nope.
Could be a movie.
Yeah.
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 It
So,
could be.
No books. I don't have time to read.
Yeah.
No book
Yeah.
reviews. Look, this was a good pay-per-view.
No, it was a really good pay-per-view.
It just had a shitty main event because
Yes.
Goldberg was in it.
Yes.
But other
there
than
was
that,
like a few other matches that could have main evented the show, and definitely not the one that actually did though.
I mean, at least Flair was involved.
Flair
Sure.
was there.
So was
Triple H
Batista.
in his worst outfit ever.
Yes.
Jesus, the fucking bicycle shorts.
Yeah.
What made
Yeah.
him want to wear those?
Like boxer briefs, basically.
Basically, they were boxer briefs.
It's awful.
You think it was because he kept getting leg injuries?
I'm sure.
Maybe.
That
I'm
he,
sure.
Well, I think it was because I can't let my legs get too big anymore, and now that my legs are kind of small, I'm afraid to show them off. So then
Maybe
he
that was
hides,
it.
He hides his legs, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Could have
I don't
been
know.
it.
But yeah, there was a cool video intro for Survivor Series. When did they stop doing these?
Right. I used to love these.
That's trivia I want.
the best
When-
were the ones for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like,
Where
stop
it's-
doing what? Oh, the
the intros. Like,
amazing.
obviously, they still do intros for the pay-per-views,
Right.
but I mean, like, the ones like this, where it's like, Survivor Series, and then they just keep saying, survive, 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 and, you
Yeah.
know.
And then Vince is like, poison.
Because so many people die at these. They used to do that for football games when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They do like the Rocky theme, like Ken O'Brien versus Dan Marino. The last time these fought to an epic overtime battle. So like you get so excited about football. I
Right.
guess they don't do it now because they don't have to.
Well, then
They're
they
like,
would- they
hey,
would-
there's a Texans game. Yeah, we're good. We're in. We're all in.
Well, they would
It's
also
football.
have the helmets smash into each
Yeah,
other.
Yeah. And
On
then
Monday night. Dun, 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 dun.
here's unnecessary football helmet explosions.
So much brain damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Huh?
No, none of that. So yeah, they kick off Survivor Series, no pre-show, because it's not necessary.
Well, they had Sunday Night Heat.
Oh, it came on right
That was
before.
their
So that was their
pre-show.
pre-show back
Yeah.
then. Sunday
Yeah,
Night Heat.
but it had nothing to do with Survivor Series.
Right.
No.
Pretty much. But yeah, we start the pay-per-view, and there's pyro, too.
Nice.
Imagine
I like it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get everyone excited with some fireworks.
Right. Hype everyone up.
Yes.
Not like, hey, folks, we're going live on the air in 30 seconds. So, stand up out of your seat. We took most of your signs away, so you can't hold those up. And, just try to look like you're having a good time. All right?
Even though you're not.
So this was at a time where the last few years they stopped doing Survivor Series matches.
Yeah.
And that's why
Yeah.
they kept saying in a classic
Classic.
Survivor Series match.
Right.
Because they had brought it back, which why would you ever leave that?
Yeah, why would you not have those?
I mean, that's what makes Survivor Series great. You never had like Hogan championship matches. It was Hogan's team versus Andre's team.
Right.
Macho's team versus Warrior's team.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Of course, it ended up being Hogan versus Andre at the end every time, but those are great matches.
Great
Yeah.
matches.
No, I love him.
Yeah, so first off, we have Team Angle versus Team Lesnar. The Doctor of Thugonomics comes out first.
Yep.
Wearing a Joe Namath jersey.
So we know you guys' best dress.
Oh, fuck yeah, you do. And if it's not swept, you can get the fuck out.
Wait, over Stacy Keibler?
yeah. Because she had that weird growth on her arm.
What?
Scott Steiner.
I was like, oh, is that why you hate Stacy?
Yeah.
She has a mole on her arm.
She touched Scott Steiner.
I didn't get the relationship here because I didn't look it up. Like, she was with him, but like
Hated it.
she was a slave.
No. So, well, she was. But
Yeah.
No. First, she was with Test.
Right.
Then Test turned heel.
Right.
So then she left him for Scott Steiner, who was a face. Then Steiner turned heel.
heel.
And then I think
At this point, she was just exhausted.
I'm pretty sure that there was a match where, like, Scott Steiner had to fight someone, and if he beats that person, then he gets to keep Stacy. Like, it's basically like the slave thing. Like, oh no, if I win, she's my slave.
Yeah.
And so Steiner won. So then, like, that means Stacy has to be his manager.
Yeah, I heard they went to court, and the judge was like, "I'm sorry, this is a legal binding contract.
Yeah.
Slavery is real,
Right.
if it involves pro wrestling."
It is. Yeah.
Because one day he snapped. You know, like she caused him a match by accident, and then he like beat her up and
Sure.
And then she was like cheering when he would get his ass kicked. It was
Yeah.
fun.
But one of the best.
That's probably when she became a Dudley after that, right?
Maybe.
She was a Dudley before that.
Oh, that's
She
right.
was?
Yeah.
Yes.
She was.
She was a Dudley before that. Yeah.
Yeah, because WrestleMania 18.
This was before she was a superhero with Hurricane, though.
Yeah. Wow.
Her worst gimmick.
Jesus.
But
I thought that was Molly. Oh, wait. He had
that
two.
was- yeah. No, but
Jesus.
yeah. All right. So no, but one of the best Stacy moments is when she gave Steiner that lap dance.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Another great moment was when she gave Vince that lap dance.
Yeah.
Another great moment was when she gave Triple H that lap dance.
We should
Another great
recap
moment
those
was-
episodes.
Yeah.
All of her lap dances.
We'll just recap all of her lap dances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, or do a bracket hottest Stacy moment.
Oh, my God.
All right, what about we have this lap dance going up against this lap dance. Which one's the better lap dance? All right, let's watch it. Okay, let's watch it again.
I don't have to be at that one, do I?
Yes, you do.
Eric's like, I thought out of those two, I would choose Lana to move forward.
I don't know.
Probably Lana.
I don't know. I mean, Steiner looked pretty hot.
Lana
in
wearing
that one.
pizza.
So Cena raps, I don't need no stable. I wonder if I can trade in my 3 partners for a one-night stand with Sable.
4 partners. It's 5-man team.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay, sorry. Jesus Christ.
Be accurate.
Oh, who cares?
It's Cena rapping.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was still... I mean, he went from, like... He was cutting the dirtiest promos. He went from the dirtiest promos to the cleanest.
Right.
Yep.
So Team Angle has Cena, Bradshaw, Hardcore Holly, of course, Kurt Angle.
Like
and,
a team of former heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a team of guys better as heels.
Oh,
Yes.
and then the last guy...
Seriously.
The last guy, I forgot his name, some other guy, some other random guy.
Some Canadian.
Yeah,
right.
Canadian.
Moving on.
Had some good moves. So Team Lesnar...
Canadian.
Yeah, Chris Benoit is
Yeah.
the final member.
Uh-huh.
Oh, just saying it just gives me the creeps.
Right.
So Team Lesnar has like just all the big fucking
The biggest guy, the biggest, slowest guys he can find.
jackasses. We have Big Show, A-Train, Nathan Jones. Who?
You don't remember? He had a WrestleMania match
He went to jail.
with Undertaker.
He did? Oh, that was the tag match, right?
Yes, but he wasn't there. He just came out at the end and kicked someone because he was too green.
Thus
Yeah.
making this, another fun fact, his only pay-per-view match of his career with WWE.
Thank God. He's horrible.
Yeah.
And then we also have Matt Morgan.
Yep.
You know where he is now?
Where
You know what he's
he
doing?
was
he's
in
alive.
TNA for a
Away.
long time.
Oh, no.
He's alive. He is the mayor of Longwood, Florida.
Oh. So
How
they're-
many wrestlers are mayors?
They're building up for Kane versus
Well,
Matt
there goes
Morgan.
one of my trivia questions.
Oh, well, sorry.
How many public officials are on this pay-per-view? And you guys would be like, oh, one, haha. Nope.
public.
There were
officials.
two.
Well, so I had to Google everyone's name because I do the death toll at the end, so I didn't know if these people were alive.
Yeah, who knows?
Right.
So that's the first thing that popped up. And then, of course,
Nathan Jones has been in movies, though, more recently, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like Henchman.
right.
Henchman 7.
Yeah. Hardcore Holly attacks Lesnar before the match, so the refs disqualify him.
What?
Before the match starts.
Thought you can't get disqualified in these matches.
Imagine that.
Clearly, there was so much craziness once the match starts.
Right.
But they made a storyline out of Brock actually breaking Holly's neck with the botched power bomb from a year before that.
Because he used to do that double power bomb.
Yeah. So Bradshaw hits A-Train with the clothesline from hell and eliminates him quickly. Then Big Show eliminates Bradshaw with a choke slam.
Like boom, boom, boom. There were like 4 guys out of this match.
Yeah,
That's always what happens.
exactly.
Like, oh yeah, like
Yeah. Cena then takes a beating from all 4 bad guys for a few minutes before
Yeah.
making a tag to insert name here. Angle eventually gets in, takes everyone to Suplex City, and then eliminates Morgan with an angle slam.
Yep.
Big Show tries a clothesline Angle, but he misses, and he clotheslines Jones instead. So Angle gets Big Show out of the ring, and then he makes Jones tap to the ankle lock. These 2 giant guys, and they're just eliminated. So
that would be
easily.
funny
God.
to do, like Eric. I would just like name a pay-per-view, like Unforgiven 2007, Angle, heel or face.
Right.
SummerSlam
Not with the
2002, heel or face.
Yeah.
Don't
So-
think about it. We're gonna do this for real.
So Lesnar gets in right away, and he gives Kurt an F5 to eliminate him. Then a few minutes later, Benoit makes Lesnar tap to the crossface. That's something that would never happen nowadays. Like, unless Benoit's going to be fighting Lesnar for the title, like the next pay-per-view, like that would never happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that match ever happened, right?
Because it's Brock Lesnar.
well, but like, especially if they're not going to they're not going to let someone do that to Lesnar if
Right.
you're not going to fight him, you
Yeah.
know, in the future.
Yeah, I don't think it led to that.
So in the end, Cena tags in when Big Show whips Benoit in the corner. Big Show chokeslams Benoit, and then Cena hits Big Show in the head with his chain while the ref is not looking, and then Cena hits the FU and pins Big Show to win
I'm guessing
the match.
it's
Yeah.
that next WrestleMania where he does that again.
The
to
same
win
thing.
the
Yes.
U.S. title.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Big Show came out with the U.S. title, and it looked like a toy.
It
It looked like he was holding a toy title.
Right. I think they made it smaller on purpose to make him look that big.
It did look really small.
Like the
I
fight
know,
looks like
he's-
it's this big.
He's just that big. He's
Well, the
big
titles
shot.
weren't as big as they are now. Like, I think they made
Yeah.
the U.S. title a lot, all the titles are a lot bigger now.
right.
So after the match, Cena and Benoit fist pump. So there you go. Yeah, they like each other. Backstage, Vince walks into Shane's locker room and tells his son he feels like there's a higher power because they both have singles matches against Kane and The Undertaker tonight. Vince asks Shane, do you feel it too? And Shane says, I feel sorry for you. So then Vince walks out of the room, but then he bumps into Stone Cold in the hallway. They both start laughing. It's like, and then Stone Cold stops and just stares at Vince and then walks away. It was a funny segment.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Lita versus Molly Holly for the women's championship.
Yes.
And this went 10 to 15 minutes?
Right. And this was a good match. It was a great match.
Yeah, imagine that. They actually had good matches before
Good
the
women
whole,
matches.
Yeah.
before the whole Divas Revolution.
But what were we talking about with it?
Well, the whole match, JR and Jerry Lawler are just making like sexist jokes the whole
Yeah,
time.
they are burying this match.
It's like-
and they said that we didn't want good women's
Exactly.
wrestling. They blamed us.
Right, they blame the fans, but it's like, well, no, you guys are burying this shit. It's like Vince is like, no one wants to watch this shit anyway, so just make fun of them.
Yeah. Tell
So-
them about how you want to fuck them.
Jim Ross makes a not so subtle joke suggesting that Molly Holly is a virgin, and apparently this was a true thing, and she didn't lose her virginity until she was 32.
Come again.
Yeah,
And
apparently
again.
this is a real thing.
I don't know.
Good for her.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like she said this.
Yeah,
interviews.
liar.
Well, why?
Well, she had 2 kids by then, by the way.
What's
First of
the
all.
what's the point?
How do you know?
She had 2 abortions.
No,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's I guess that could be a thing.
Then later, JR and Jerry were talking about Lita's book, and JR said the things she did to get in the WWE were, well, I wouldn't want my daughter doing those things. Like what?
Whose book was it?
Lita.
Oh, Lita.
Because
Yeah.
every wrestler had a book back then. That
Yeah.
was a thing.
I guess
Yeah,
he was
right.
referring to she was one of the Godfather's hoes.
Yeah.
Well, she was a hoe of the Godfather, King. Suck dick for money, King. And And then later,
Puppies!
Jerry like just starts talking about Molly's mouth. She's like, "Oh, look at that mouth."
Yeah,
and then
it's so
Jerry's
bad.
like, "Why are you talking about a mouth, gang?" Like it's just so weird. Like what is going on?
Yeah.
Right.
Later, Lita powerbombed the hell out of Holly, but she kicked out. Lita goes for the lead assault off the top rope, but misses. Molly then hits the Molly go round off the top rope, which is a nice move that no one does anymore. Lita kicks out of that. Molly then takes off a turnbuckle pad. Lita hits her head on it, and Molly retains.
Yeah.
And
In
this,
a who saw this coming,
yeah,
Molly retains.
Right.
yeah, because like Lita just came back recently. I was like, oh, okay, Lita will win, but she
Yeah.
didn't.
Came back from neck injury.
Yeah, but this is better than most women matches on Raw or SmackDown right now.
Yeah.
know?
I would say so.
I mean, when you have like Mandy Rose versus like Carmella and that bullshit,
Yeah.
it's like okay. So next up we have Kane versus Shane McMahon in an ambulance match. I loved this feud.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh,
The
great.
video package for this was awesome. It
Yep.
started when Kane tombstone Linda on the stage.
Yeah.
I loved when Shane drop kicked Kane into a burning dumpster. Kane electrocuting Shane's testicle.
Was this the same year that Shane fought Kurt Angle at King of the Ring, or was that 2002?
I don't know.
Pretty sure that was 2002.
Okay.
But yeah, this was when Shane was awesome.
Yeah. And not the
He
star
did
of the show.
everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Mick Foley, the true hardcore legend. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Shane's done everything.
Literally.
Well, yeah. So Shane elbow dropped Kane through the announce table early on. Shane then lures Kane into the back to the garage, attacks Kane with a kendo stick, then backs an SUV into him,
Jesus.
which sends Kane through a security booth window. He then grabs a walkie-talkie and says, "Send it," and another ambulance shows up. Shane lifts Kane onto the gurney, but Kane wakes up and beats Shane all the way back to the ambulance on the stage. Shane slams the back of the ambulance door into Kane's head. Kane throws Shane to the ambulance. He's about to close it, but Shane kicks it open, gets out. Shane then gets a trash can, hits Kane in the head with it, then puts it on Kane, gets like a little soft platform to put in front of Kane, and then he fucking gets on top of the ambulance and does the coast-to-coast off the ambulance. Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Yep.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Crazy good.
So Shane then gets Kane into the ambulance, but Kane drags him in too. They both get out. Kane drills Shane's head into the side of the ambulance, and then he tombstones Shane on the concrete floor, and then he throws Shane in the ambulance and shuts the doors. So Kane wins.
Ding,
Right.
ding, ding.
Fucking tombstone on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil fuck.
It was
And then-
it was such like this feud was so cool, you know.
was.
It really made Kane look like the real monster, and it made Shane look like a badass.
Yeah.
like this was a great
And it's
match.
perfect. It's like you fucking killed my mom almost. Like,
Right.
you know,
Right.
like you fucking, like, yeah,
Yeah.
everyone can relate to
I have
that.
to kill you. Right.
Right. So backstage, Josh Matthews asks Brock how he feels about the loss, but Brock denies that he lost and says, "I can beat anyone because I'm the WWE champion." He was still very green. I mean, look, he's still not a great promo guy, but
Right.
he's definitely better than what he was here.
like this really showed why he needed a mouthpiece.
Right. So then up walks Goldberg, who introduces himself as the World Heavyweight Champion, and Goldberg says, "Aren't you going to wish me good luck tonight?"
Yeah, this was dumb.
And then he walks away because this is their
Setting up their shitty match at WrestleMania 20.
setting up their awful WrestleMania match. Next up, Jonathan Coachman comes out to the ring in a neck brace because apparently he was 3D'd by the Dudley Boys on Raw.
Yep.
And he tells the fans not to worry because he's going to be just fine. But then, because they're in Dallas, in the, the American Airlines arena, he spots Mark Cuban in the front row.
Hey,
Spots.
this guy.
He
And-
happens to be there. front
And
row.
he starts to interview him. Cuban says, "I can't wait to see Stone Cold kick Eric Bischoff's ass." Coachman says, "That's not going to happen. But which referees do you prefer, WWE's or the NBA's?" And Cuban says, "All referees suck."
with his chili bowl haircut.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking dork.
And he is one.
He tucked his t-shirt into his jeans.
So then Bischoff shows up and invites Cuban into the ring. You know, he's like, "Say it to my face." Cuban gets in the ring. Bischoff tells him, "I rented this arena so I can have security throw you out. Or better yet, I could do it myself." So Bischoff just like lightly pushes Cuban. and
And then
like
Cuban commits a crime.
Cuban does like the Hogan thing. He's like, "Oh, you push me." And then he shoves Bischoff off his feet and out of the ring.
Yeah.
And then Orton appears and gives Cuban an RKO out of nowhere.
Which Cuban just kind of falls
Whatever. I mean, he's
forward.
not a pro wrestler, but I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that he took an RKO, I thought was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
When you're a billionaire and you take an RKO,
Right.
Yes,
I
exactly.
wonder how long he rehearsed that with him.
probably 3 times,
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Backstage, Triple H, Batista, and Ric Flair are partying with a bunch of hooas. And
They're having an orgy,
I
essentially.
love this.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Ric Flair, the greatest pro wrestler of all time, is like always kissing up to Triple H because
Yeah.
like he's
Right.
like, "You're the man." Like he like gave him the man title.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'm just here to serve. Mm-hmm. Because
I'm here to get your horse.
yeah, because I want to help you, baby. You were like me when I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
Triple
good.
H takes off his shirt because he wants to fuck. But
Yeah.
Flair tells him, you can't get weak in the knees before the match, baby.
So good.
And then Orton walks in, and he's like, guys, I have to tell you something. But then 2 whores pinch his nipples. And Orton's like, I got to tell you something. Oh, hey, what's
Hey,
going on?
boners.
What's going on? Hey, guys, I just killed Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
So excited.
Because I'm the legend killer, and later I'm going to kill Stone Cold. And they're like, yeah, let's do that. All right, let's fuck some whores. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Los Guerreros going up against the tag team champions.
Hold on. I mean, when you think of tag team champions,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah.
The Hardys,
Yeah.
Edge and Christian, the Dudleys,
Yes.
Right.
and the Basham brothers, clearly.
There was not a lull where I stopped watching wrestling. I literally do not remember these guys.
Oh my God.
They're
I
a
had
dominatrix team
I had no
Yes.
clue.
that won the fucking titles.
Right. You know
I don't
who
remember
the-
this at all.
You know
You
who
know
the
what?
girl
They're,
was.
they're actually Deuce and Domino repackaged.
Oh, okay, there you go. Well, they were repackaged into Deuce and Domino. You know who the girl is, right?
Well, you told us,
Shaniqua?
right, on the botched promo bracket.
Maybe.
Wasn't she the one standing behind Steiner during the mathematics promo?
No. She was the other girl that won season 2 of Tough Enough. It was
that's what you-
Nydia
Right.
and this girl.
But that's what you told us when we watched the Scott Steiner promo. You were like, yeah,
right.
she's
Yeah.
the girl that won Tough Enough.
Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Either way, that's who that is.
I mean, she kind of reminds me of Bianca Belair. I mean, she
Except she can't work.
Yeah,
She was terrible.
yeah.
She was able to body slam
I don't even
Eddie
know if she
Guerrero
did
pretty easily.
singles wrestling. I think she was
Right.
just a manager.
no, she was just
Well, no, she's not their
dominatrix.
she's not their manager. She owns them.
Right.
Because
She was just their owner
she whips them in their ass before they come out,
to get a height.
and then they bend over and she whips
Yeah.
them.
Right, like that season was such a pile of shit because you had these like 2 huge guys who could work great, and they're like, "All right, well, the winner of season 2 is these 2 girls that can't really do anything."
Right.
Hey, all right, rock and roll.
And all Jackie did was like, fuck X-Pac or whatever.
Yeah,
So Eddie and Chavo come out in a lowrider truck. Shaniqua clotheslines and body slams Eddie outside the ring. Later, Shaniqua gets this whole match was about her. She
Yeah.
gets in the ring and Chavo clotheslines her. Eddie gives her a frog splash, and then Chavo puts her over his knee and spanks her. And then the Basham brothers get back in the ring, and Chavo hits one of them with a swinging DDT, but he also kicks Eddie by mistake. Then another Basham fuck rolls up Chavo and pulls the tights to retain.
yeah.
the Basham brothers.
Yeah.
Won at a pay-per-view. I don't even remember who these guys are.
Retained.
They
at a
retained their
pay-per-view.
titles over a legend like Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
and
Wow.
and Chavo Guerrero.
Do you have any
Wow.
trivia on these guys?
I found nothing. History
Did you
says
find them
they
on the
don't
death-
exist. They don't
I
exist.
death
looked up
pool?
everyone, yeah, so we'll get to the death poll
All
later.
right,
That must mean one of them at least are dead.
interesting.
I'm gonna say all 3. Go.
Yeah. Future never Hall of Famers, the Basham brothers.
So next up we have Team Austin versus Team Bischoff, another amazing video package. Austin and Bischoff are co-GMs of Raw, but Austin keeps attacking superstars because he likes to fight.
Yeah.
He's just like beating up people. So Linda tells him, you can no longer attack anyone unless you're physically provoked. So then they show Stone Cold trying to get anyone to punch him.
He's like, hey, so why don't you take a swing at me right now? Come on, you probably want to punch me, right? Come on, I'll give you a free shot. Free shot right here.
I mean, what was the real life shit going on?
It's fucking great.
He was just hurt, right?
Well, he already wrestled his last match at this point.
Yeah, WrestleMania 19.
He was hurt, but he can still like do stunners
He
and
can do stunners.
fight people.
But he
Yeah.
was done at this point.
Neck.
Well, neck and
Knees.
knees, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It's always funny to me because even he's not wrestling, he still has the knee braces on.
Right.
Right. Well, because he probably needs to just walk. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It was funny seeing him like try to get people to punch him. So basically, if Team Austin wins, then Stone Cold can assault anyone he wants,
Oh.
whenever he wants.
That's a fair stipulation.
But if Team Bischoff wins, then Stone Cold is fired as co-GM.
Yeah.
So Team Bischoff has Chris Jericho, Christian, Mark Henry with Teddy Long, Scott Steiner with Stacy Keibler, and Randy Orton.
Not a bad group.
Team Austin has HBK, the Dudley Boys, Booker T, and RVD.
Not a bad group.
No,
Yeah.
both.
This was Mark Henry's first pay-per-view match in 4 years.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, because he left for a while.
Yeah.
So, Booker T and Steiner were legal, but everyone else starts brawling. Steiner low blows Booker while the ref was distracted. Steiner then puts Booker T in the Steiner recliner, but this is where Stacy gets on the apron to cheer for Booker. So Steiner grabs Stacy by her hair and yells at her, but then the Dudleys hit like a backwards 3D on Steiner.
Yeah, neck breaker, yeah.
Booker T hits the bookend to eliminate him. Mark Henry then eliminates Booker with the World's Strongest Slam. The Dudleys hit Henry with a 3D, and then RVD hits a frog splash, and they all cover him to eliminate Mark Henry.
It took
So
three
again-
men. Like, no, one could have done it.
One-
they just
yeah.
all made sure.
Yeah. Again, this stuff was all like back to back to back. RVD
Yeah.
then gets on the top rope for a frog splash on Orton, but Jericho pushes him off, and Orton gives RVD an RKO to get rid of him.
Yep.
Jericho eliminates Devon after a distraction from Christian. Jericho low blows Bubba without the ref noticing, and then Christian hits him with the unprettier. So
Man, who hasn't really been involved in the match at this point?
HBK
Yeah.
is the only one left on Team Austin.
And he hadn't even been in yet, right?
Yeah.
He was in for like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was, and I think he shouldn't have been in. Like,
No, like,
yeah,
why
right.
not do like
Yeah,
just
it was,
stay out?
It was perfect.
And he's like,
It could've been perfect.
I guess this isn't gonna be like when I fight the Undertaker at
Oh,
WrestleMania in the future.
Just come in for 2 minutes, do a couple of things.
So yeah, he's the only one left, and Bischoff still has Jericho, Christian, and Orton, who are constantly interfering.
Yeah.
Christian slings Shawn into the ring post, busting him open big time.
A big bloody mess.
And he's fighting him off for a few minutes, and eventually he hits Christian with a super kick, gets rid of him. Jericho goes for the walls, but HBK rolls him up to eliminate him. Jericho then gets a chair and hits Shawn in the head with it before he leaves.
Yeah.
Orton then gets in the ring and puts his arm on Shawn, but HBK kicks out. Orton later goes for a crossbody, but takes out the ref.
Shawn just like falls down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a scene when Jericho was still in, like, HBK was just a bloody mess. Jericho comes off the ropes for a double axe handle. Michaels kicks him and gives him like the most unconscious, bloodiest DDT ever.
Right.
He's like, just like, ooh, Undertaker.
So Shawn tunes up the band, but Bischoff gets in the ring and kicks him. So Stone Cold knocks Bischoff out of the ring and hits a stunner on Orton, which Orton sold very well. Austin then chases Bischoff like up the ramp, and then Batista shows up, gives Shawn a Batista bomb. The ref wakes up and Orton pins Shawn for the win. After the match, Austin gets back in the ring to help Shawn up. Shawn tells Austin, "I'm sorry,
I love you.
I love you," and then Austin stuns
He
him.
said,
Just kidding.
And then he super kicks him
he
and
said,
ends
I
his
let
career.
you down. And, I mean, didn't you expect Stone Cold to stun him here?
Right.
Well, I mean, I knew it was going to happen.
What?
I remembered all this part.
Oh, you did?
So I wasn't. But yeah, he tells him, "I'm sorry." So the two shake hands and then leave together. Plus, like the buildup
It
of
was almost better that he didn't. Because then it was like, okay, he respects the fact that
Yeah.
Shawn...
Well, plus there was-
Shawn tried.
there was this segment on Raw where Stone Cold is asking Shawn. He's like,
I need you for my team.
so that was like a cool moment. So they shake hands, they leave together. Then Austin's music hits, and he comes back out to the ring and gives a retirement speech,
Oh.
which was interesting. I think maybe he didn't know for sure if the match with The Rock was going to be his last match. But then, 6 months later, he's like,
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to wrestle again, so I'll do my retirement speech.
and kind of similar to what he just did at the Raw reunion.
Fast forward 16 years later.
He said,
I love the shit out of you guys.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love her.
So
Yeah.
let's do a trivia here. Stone Cold, left the beers in the ring, right? Kinda
Yes.
said he was gone.
Right.
He was no longer the GM of Raw, can't wrestle.
Right.
When was his next appearance on Raw? How long?
A month. It was in December.
Well, I mean, how many, how long exactly? You guessed a month. That's not
Okay,
right.
it was like December 29th on Raw.
It was 6 weeks later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's gone forever. 6 weeks later, here comes Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing, just kicking everyone's ass.
And
Yeah.
it was awesome. It was the whole Shawn Michaels Triple H title match.
Yeah.
Where Shawn technically won, but his shoulders were down. And then Bischoff, insults him. So Shawn punches Bischoff. Bischoff fires Shawn. And then Stone Cold comes out and he's like, I'm back. Shawn Michaels rehired. Like, he just rehires him right
He's
there.
not the GM. He's the sheriff, I believe, or something
The
like
sheriff,
sheriff.
of Raw.
Yes.
that. Whatever that means.
That was
Yeah.
building to him being the ref for Goldberg and Lesnar.
Right. Yes. He was the ref of Raw. And then, 16 years later, Baron Corbin was the constable of Raw?
Correct. Sheriff and constable.
Yeah, deputy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also,
that'll be
John-
in 16 years.
Jonathan Coachman comes out with security and sings the goodbye song. So Austin beats up security, stuns Coach, and drinks beer.
Yeah, that's how Raw reunion should be.
It should have.
Yeah.
So next up, we got Undertaker versus Vince McMahon in a Buried Alive match. Vince screwed Taker in a title match against Lesnar. Why did he do that, though?
Why not?
Because he's Vince,
Because he loves Brock, I guess.
He loves Brock.
obviously.
So Taz
Still does.
Taz had keys to victory for this match. He told us what Vince needs to do to win, which makes sense.
Okay.
But he also had keys for how Undertaker could win.
Was it just be Undertaker?
Punch Vince in the face.
Yeah, like he's the
Repeatedly.
Undertaker
Yeah.
against Vince McMahon.
Yes.
I don't think he needs any keys to
No.
victory.
No.
He's like, well, it's in his home state, and he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Right. So,
Avoid your brother, who's evil as fuck.
yeah.
You should kill Kane before
Keys
this
to
match.
victory. Murder Kane.
That's it.
Then you'll win easily.
Yeah. So this was like a weird phase in Undertaker's career because he was originally dead and he had been back to life for a couple of years now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And now he was living in Houston apparently, not
Yep.
in Death Valley.
Yes, exactly.
And he was still evil, just not
big
It's like
evil.
a nice evil.
not undead evil.
Right.
Big
And
evil.
he liked
Big
motorcycles.
Yeah.
So Taker comes out first, followed by Vince, who walks out confidently praying. He's like, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. And so I'm praying to Jesus Christ. So Taker punches Vince one time, and Vince is already busted open. Which I love. One punch and blood, yet now in WWE, you can shoot someone in the face and there wouldn't be a drop.
Nope.
Right.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that hurt. Damn.
Yeah.
So Taker beats the fucking shit out of. This was like the passion of Vince.
So they
McMahon.
must have sliced him and then put something over it, like Vaseline or something. And then when he punched it, it
You think?
came
maybe.
off.
Yeah, they could have, or he just fucking bladed. I don't know,
Well, maybe.
because he was down on the floor and then he got up and he was fucking
Yeah.
bleeding. So lots of punches, choking with wires, TV monitor. He hits him with a shovel, and then Taker also crushes Vince's ankle with the steel steps.
Uh-huh.
He then carries Vince to the grave.
Wait, you missed one of the craziest lines in commentary.
Okay.
When he's, choking Vince, Michael Cole says, "Oh, Undertaker's doing this for the McMahon family, for his family." Vince said he was going to have his wife raped by terrorists. He said
Who
this,
said that?
Michael Cole
Oh my
said this line.
God.
He said Vince McMahon told Undertaker he was going to have his wife raped.
See, that's the thing. They could never go all the way back to that.
Right.
Where you're making rape
Absolutely
jokes.
not.
Or
Rape.
not even a joke. It's like, I want you to get raped. It's like,
I'm going to have your wife raped.
what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
You can't, but
Oh,
still.
you will? Oh, I have to kill you now.
Yeah.
Or
That's
have you arrested.
Like,
I
that's the
mean.
thing. Like, yeah, the Attitude Era was the best. Like, but, like, you don't have to go all the way back. Like, it'll still be awesome even
No.
without the rape storylines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lose the rape storylines, but keep the blood and hardcore matches. You don't have to have someone bleed out every week, but I
Right.
mean, at a big match, sure, let him bleed.
But if AJ Styles is punching Ricochet 30 times in the head,
Right.
and there's not even a fucking bruise on his face,
Right.
then you fucking look stupid.
Yes.
Right.
So that's all we're saying.
Yep.
So yeah, Taker carries Vince to the grave, but Vince low blows him and knocks Taker in the grave with a shovel. But Taker gets up right away and he just pulls Vince in the grave. Like Vince is still like dead at this point.
Yeah.
Taker's about to get in the dirt loader truck, but then the fire pyro goes off.
That was crazy. Like, even watching this pay-per-view live, I was like, what the shit?
Yeah.
Where did that come
And
from?
it scared Taker enough to like fall off the truck.
Yeah,
It's like,
fall
oh,
off
fuck.
and stumble 10 feet into the grave.
So of
basically.
course it's got to be Kane.
That's got to be Kane.
Kane knocks Taker into the grave, and I was the one thing I didn't like was like Kane just like punched Taker once, and then he went in the grave, and then Vince gets in the truck and buries Taker. Like, why not choke slam him, tombstone him, or something?
Yeah, something.
Like what? The fire knocked him out. Like
Right.
do something. So yeah, they bury the Undertaker, but don't be sad because Taker comes back the following year and he's back to normal.
Not even, well, like within a month or two. Because him and Kane fought at WrestleMania 20.
Right, but
And
I'm
he
saying
was
like
Druid Taker.
yeah, like it was 2004.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, that's when he changed back?
Yeah,
Yes.
right before
At this
WrestleMania
rest-
20.
Because he died again.
Yeah, he died.
'Cause
Right.
They killed
murdered
him.
They killed
Yeah,
him.
They buried
Reborn.
him alive.
Because he was Undertaker, like Eric said, he was a dead man. And then he became such a good guy that God was like, I'll give you your life back. And
Yeah.
then
And then he died.
and then he died.
And then he came.
If I was Undertaker, I wouldn't agree to buried alive matches.
No.
Right.
Not very good at those.
Yeah.
You have trivia.
Or
Or
casket
casket
matches.
matches.
Do you know what his record is in buried alive matches?
I don't.
Anyone?
Never won.
I thought he never won. He's 2-3.
2 and 3.
The first one he had, he beat Mankind. He buried Mankind.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And then Taker and Kane fought the Rock and Sock connection in a
Yep.
buried alive match.
We talked about that on one of our shows, I believe.
Did we?
Yeah, I think maybe that was part
But
of
then,
the
like,
recap.
Triple H is the one who ended up burying Mankind. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Triple H wasn't even in the match, and he's the one that, like, ended the match.
Right.
So, yeah, that's that. And then finally, for the main event, we have Goldberg versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. In the video package, of course, Goldberg beats Triple H at the previous pay-per-view, and Triple H put a hit on Goldberg for $100,000
Of his own money.
of his own. And if you look at it, it was actually $120,000.
Really?
Yeah, because it was 12 stacks of 10 grand.
That's funny.
So yeah, 20,000 extra bonus there. So Batista claimed the bounty by breaking Goldberg's ankle,
Yeah.
but he was already a part of Evolution, right?
He was.
It's kind of
Right.
it's kind of weird. Like, why don't you just give it to Batista and be
That's
like,
like
yeah,
me
you do
putting
it.
out a hit for someone and then Joe does it. I'm like,
Oh, thanks. Here you go.
There you go, Joe.
I knew it would be you.
Here's my money.
So Goldberg comes out with his ankle wrapped and forgets to sell it in the beginning.
Of course.
Right.
They fight a little bit before the bell, and Goldberg spears Triple H and then clotheslines Flair out of the ring. Goldberg then military pressed Triple H, but his weak ankle gave way.
It took like 8 minutes for him to sell that ankle.
Yeah, Triple H then hit Goldberg's ankle with a chair while Flair distracted the ref. Then Flair attacked Goldberg while Triple H distracted the ref, and they kept this up for pretty much the whole match.
Exactly.
Because I think they were like, they know, like, Goldberg can't wrestle.
Yeah.
So I'll just kick him in the leg for, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Then Triple H tried to put Goldberg in the figure four, but Goldberg pushed him into the ref. Flair tosses Triple H brass knuckles, and he nails Goldberg with it. Triple H goes for the pin, and dumbass Goldberg kicks out late. Good job, you idiot. Triple H, this is my favorite part of the match. Triple H gets upset and just elbow drops Earl Hebner in the back of the head.
Right.
He's like, you fuck, boom! I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, Triple H beating up refs.
We never got like Triple H versus like a tag team of refs match.
Right.
That would have been great.
Yeah. Another great moment where Triple H did that was the Survivor Series match where Sting showed up. And like another ref like ran in to count. It was like 1, 2, and then Triple H just gets in real quick and elbow drops him before the
Right.
third one. Oh, it was great.
It's like, oh, you're still doing this shit?
You're not touching this match, asshole.
Right. So the game grabs his sledgehammer, but Goldberg kicks him. Flair gets on the top rope. Goldberg throws him off, and JR screams, "That hasn't worked in 30 years!" Then Goldberg grabs the sledgehammer, hits Flair with it. Batista comes out, and he hits Batista with the sledgehammer. Then Orton comes out, and he gets hit with the sledgehammer. And then Triple H thinks about hitting Triple H with the sledgehammer, but he's like, nah, I'm good. Triple H goes for pedigree, but no dice. Goldberg hits the spear, and the jackhammer for the win. And Triple H kicked out at 3. Did you notice that?
Yes. 1,
2, 3.
3.
Triple H kicks out. You know why? Because even he hated Goldberg then.
Yeah.
He was like, I have to put over this fuck. I'm kicking out at 3.
Right. And this is the
Not
worst
selling
Triple H
shit.
ever looked.
Yeah.
He had the boxer briefs. He had no facial hair.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he just looked like a pussy.
But don't worry, because Triple H wins it back like a couple months later.
right. Before WrestleMania.
Yeah. Got to get that title off Goldberg.
Yeah. So Joe had pulled up like the Wikipedia on the thing. The Lita and Trish match was only 6 minutes and 48 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I mean, it was a good match. It was entertaining.
It felt longer than that.
Yeah.
It was a good match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't the worst match of the night.
Right.
So, all right, real quick, before we get to awards, the death toll.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys think?
I can't.
Guerrero and Benoit.
Yeah, those are the only two I can think of.
Yeah? There's one more.
Hardcore Holly.
No. That's
He's
Crash.
alive?
Crash Holly's is dead.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you
Nathan
missed.
Jones.
No. You
Earl
missed,
Hebner's son.
No, it's going to be hard. You're not going to get it.
Okay.
It's the first whore who pinched Orton's nipple. She's dead.
Wow.
No, just kidding.
Rip.
Dead.
Gone too soon. She never reached
Oh,
her...
Tajiri. Yeah. That weird motorcycle sex thing he did.
was he on the pay-per-view?
No.
No.
All right, time for awards.
Wait, it's just the two?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I googled everyone else's name.
Good for you.
Thank you. All right, awards time. Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I'd Mark Cuban.
That's a good one.
A dork.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Mark Cuban.
I'm going with the Basham brothers.
Oh,
Good.
God.
That's a good one.
Dominatrix.
Yeah.
Best dressed?
I'd Lita.
Okay,
She
yeah,
looked good.
Yeah,
She looked good.
John Cena for
John
me.
Cena.
Yeah.
Joe
of
Namath.
course.
Joe Namath.
All right. Gotcha.
Worst acting?
Brock Lesnar. I didn't lose.
I went with Mark.
Sound
Cuban.
like a little boy.
I went with Mark Cuban as well.
Yeah, I mean they were both bad, but Mark Cuban was a fucking idiot.
Uh-huh.
Best acting?
John Cena.
Okay.
I had Vince.
Okay.
I thought this was Vince in his prime.
Right.
Like, I love Vince in his prime.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just so great.
I had Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Worst comment?
Coach singing the goodbye song.
Okay. So Taz during the first Survivor Series match, basically Brock Lesnar was trying to bait Kurt Angle to get in the ring, but Taz was trying to explain that if they did, then the ref would get distracted, and then the bad guys would beat up Benoit. But Taz said it like this: he's like, "Yeah, if he did that, then Brock Lesnar's team would have cheated on Chris Benoit." What? Cheated? They would have cheated on him?
Yeah.
Moron.
Yeah.
Probably also throw that rape.
I had the
comment in
Vince
there.
rape one. Yeah. That's yeah. Vince will rape his wife
You didn't,
with
you didn't like that?
terrorists?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like, what?
Yeah.
Best comment?
John Cena saying, "I'm a giant whistle, so go ahead and blow me."
I had his Sable rhyme.
Okay.
One about he wants to fuck Sable.
Yeah.
And I will pick.
Was she married to Lesnar at that point?
I don't
no.
think so.
No.
No.
I have the blow me just because you can't say that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst match?
Triple H versus Goldberg.
Yes.
Sweep it.
Sweep it. All right.
I mean,
Classic
it's
sweep.
easy.
Yeah.
Super slow-mo match?
Team Angle, Team Lesnar.
Yeah. Too many big show
Too many big guys.
and A-Train stuff.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I put Taker and Vince just because it was nothing but Taker punching
Beating
Vince.
up Vince.
True.
But it was still a bloody Vince and
Yeah,
and,
right. I'll
and
go
beating
with-
the shit
all
out
right,
of him.
All right, I'll change it
Yeah.
to the first one. Best match?
I thought this
Team
was kind of
Sp-
hard because
Team Stone Cold versus Team Bischoff. That was
that's
the
what
best
the
one.
Shane Kane match was really good too.
It was good.
It was.
I think there was more to the Bischoff Stone Cold match.
Yeah.
Which one was Shawn Michaels in?
That
Bischoff
one?
Stone Cold match.
Okay, I'll go with that one.
Okay. Good
No,
choice.
but a close second was Kane.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, even third, I would go Lita and Molly Holly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
probably.
So what are we doing?
Sweeping it.
Sweeping it.
Never do the sweep.
Right.
Worst move?
When Bischoff got in the ring and he kicked Shawn Michaels, Jared's like, "Oh, Bischoff with that brutal martial arts kick," and he's just like, "Yeah,
Yeah, I had the pushing between Cuban and Bischoff.
yeah."
I'll go with that. The shove.
The shoving,
Best move?
coast to coast off the
Off
ambulance.
the ambulance for sure.
Yeah.
Sweep it. Worst moment?
The Basham
Goldberg winning?
brothers entrance.
I just wrote Goldberg.
All right.
He's a moment.
Yeah,
the moment
whole
of Goldberg.
thing.
Summon a Goldberg.
But Basham would have been up there for sure.
Yeah.
Best moment?
Stunner to coach?
This is a tough one because like Goldberg winning is not a good moment for us,
No.
obviously, and that's what they want to be the best moment, obviously. And
So, like, as a moment, I had Sean apologizing to Stone Cold. Even though,
yeah, no, I can
like, as
see
a
that.
moment, he's like, I let you down. Stone
I let you down.
Stone Cold didn't stun him. Like,
Just like
in a
the
way, that was
Undertaker.
kind of better.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, come on, I'll let you out of here.
All right.
Let's go drink some beer.
Stun your ass.
but you know what? They made up for it because he stunned other people.
He did.
Right.
It wasn't like the Raw reunion
For sure.
where there were 50 people in the ring.
All capable of
All
getting
with, like,
stunners.
targets on their face. He's like, oh, God, this is so hard.
Oh my God.
But you're all family.
And I love all of you.
And you know what I say?
DTA. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They trusted all of them.
Right.
So you going with that? Oh, you went with Stunner? Or?
No, I'll go with
nice
Sean.
little Shawn
and-
moment.
Yeah, that was nice. It was very sweet. All right, we have some fan questions and comments about this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Sean, who suggested this, said, I owned this on DVD, watched it a bunch when I was a kid, so it's a personal favorite, but I really wanted to hear your guys' take on not one but two McMahon classics, Team Austin versus Bischoff, and the star-studded main event, Triple H versus Juberg. Wow, Juberg. All right.
Saudi Mania.
Yeah. Justin Stewart, this was the final appearance of American Badass Taker. Were you a fan of the gimmick and do you miss it? Am I in the minority when I say that I absolutely loved it? Here's the thing. If he wasn't The Undertaker before this, then it would have been fine. Because, like, if this was, like, his first gimmick and he was never The Undertaker, it'd be like, oh, he's this badass redneck guy? Like, yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Especially,
Huge, yeah.
especially when he was a heel,
Right.
like, American Badass.
Yeah.
But, like, so it wasn't necessarily a bad gimmick. It was just the fact that he wasn't The Undertaker anymore.
Right.
And you're like, what do you mean? He's supposed to be an undead zombie,
Yeah.
and now he's a guy from Houston?
Yes.
That's where, like,
He is.
it's hard to... That's the issue.
Yeah.
Sean also says, if Taker did a Buried Alive match today, who on the current roster would you want to see in that match?
Ooh.
Probably Bray Wyatt, I guess, right?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Bray buries him, and then we never see Taker
Like, that would
again.
have been a good explanation for Bray leaving rather than Matt Hardy got hurt, so he can't be a tag team anymore.
Yeah.
I would say Roman Reigns, only to see him bury Roman Reigns.
That's like the thing.
No one ever buries Roman Reigns.
Even if he got Roman in the grave and he started emptying the truck, the dirt would literally bounce off of Reigns because
No.
you can't
No, he would-
bury
Reigns
Roman
would
Reigns.
Superman out
That's-
of
that's
the
what I was
fucking.
gonna He's going to Superman
Wait a
punch.
minute. Superman punch. Superman punch.
Yeah. He'd
He's
fly out. He'd just fly out of the
like
dirt.
Taker has a shovel of dirt, and he throws at Roman.
Superman punch.
Yeah.
Superman.
Punches the dirt.
Yeah.
No, here, I have the perfect way to end this.
Yeah.
Because Taker's so old, we want him gone already.
Yeah.
Like, Roman throws Taker into the grave. He's about to bury him, but then Taker grabs him by the throat and pulls him in, and then Taker just buries, like, he just grabs the dirt. He's like, I'm burying both of us.
No, yes.
You're coming with
You're
me
coming
to
with
hell.
me to hell.
And then Roman comes
Or-
back as
and
the
then
new
the
They
light-
signal
Undertaker.
the truck, so as the truck starts pouring the dirt slowly, he grabs Roman and pulls him in with him,
Yeah.
and then the dirt dumps.
Yeah.
And then we don't see either one of them ever again.
And then purple lightning strikes the dirt
And it blows up.
1,000 times, and it blows up so that even if, like, even
You
if
could
you wanted to
survive a
say,
bury,
yeah.
yeah.
you couldn't even survive it, like
Yeah.
in real life.
And then,
And then they
3
just
months
play-
later, a casket shows up and Roman comes out of it as the Undertaker.
No,
As a heel.
He already is the Undertaker.
Yeah, that's true.
No, they sell it as like they both died. Like per the storyline, they're
Yeah,
dead.
they're dead.
He comes out as the Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels is like,
Oh, it goes like you have one more chance.
Carlos Ramirez, since it's a Kane and Undertaker pay-per-view, Pushfire, Barry, Kane, and Undertaker scenarios. Kane versus Undertaker, mask versus streak. Did they do that? They didn't. There wasn't a mask on the line then.
I don't think
I
so.
guess these are hypotheticals. Yeah, they are. Kane interfering in the end of an era Hell in a Cell match, like his debut. Or Lita giving birth to Kane's baby that grows up to become the next demonic wrestler carrying the Brothers of Destruction legacy.
I kind of want to push that,
That's
especially.
a long setup.
Yeah, it is. But we
20-year.
We'd be there now.
We'd be there now.
Especially if she had twins. And twins,
Oh my god.
the new Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah.
Push that. Barry.
Well, I guess there was a silver lining to this rape.
Yeah.
then we're continuing the rape storylines.
Basically. Bury the end of an era and then fire the mask for streak.
Okay. Pop Culture Junkie, Team Heyman versus Team Bischoff. 5-on-5 tag match gets booked for this year's Survivor Series. Who do they include on their teams?
Yeah, because one has SmackDown, one has. I mean, whatever.
Okay, so Team Heyman, we got Rollins. It's so
But
hard.
Rollins would
I don't
hate
even,
Heyman. That doesn't.
I don't even know who's on Raw and SmackDown anymore.
Rollins hates
I'm stuck
Heyman.
at
Why
that.
would he do Team Heyman?
Because it's
He
Raw
should-
and SmackDown.
Because
should
whenever
just-
they say, I need the best and you're the best,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Hey,
all right.
I hate you. You murdered my wife, but we're both on the Red Show,
Yeah.
so let's be friends.
So we're teams for a day.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
Right.
I love
So
you.
let's see. Rollins, McIntyre.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
the
SmackDown,
top-
SmackDown would be Shane.
The top guys on
course.
SmackDown.
it would just be Shane.
It'd just be Shane.
Kevin Owens. Yeah, the top guys
Kevin
on both
Owens.
shows.
Yeah, it's
right.
the same every year.
Gabriel Ballin, not so much a question, but a statement. The Austin versus Bischoff match was incredible, mainly due to HBK's awesome performance. I've always disliked how this was just used to get another step to try and get Orton over. I've never seen anything in this guy from day one, except for being a spoiled punk who went AWOL on our military and somehow has managed to be untouchable from any disciplinary, drug, or wellness offenses he's had since being employed with the company, thanks most in part to who his daddy is. I'm assuming, or maybe he is part Uso.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, he originally did get suspended,
Yeah. He's been suspended twice.
but it's been a long time.
It has
since
been.
he was.
Yeah.
Brian, would every pay-per-view instantly go up a letter grade if Cena started each one by cutting a promo on everyone like he did in this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Like a half letter grade for sure.
At least a half.
Yeah.
Peyton Livingston, what would be your realistic fantasy booking of Survivor Series this year? I mean, realistically, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, they'll just do Team Raw and Team SmackDown again.
Of course.
And the winners won't matter,
No.
you know?
Champions will fight champions.
Look about this. There were 2 Survivor Series matches on this pay-per-view. One was Team Angle and Lesnar because they were feuding with each other.
Yes.
So that at least progressed a storyline.
Yeah.
And then Team Austin and Bischoff, they both had, stakes to who wins.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing.
The only, I mean, what
Bragging rights.
the women's title was on the line, and then the world heavyweight title was on the line.
Yeah, but at least Survivor Series matches meant something back then.
Right.
Whereas now it's just like blue wins, red wins.
Right.
Okay, we've got red and we've got
We've got a
blue.
red sweep.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking red sweep.
Ugh.
Gross.
Blech. All right, that's all for the Survivor Series recap.
Yes.
2003.
I
Let
do
us
have
know
a few more
I'm sorry.
facts.
Yeah, you're right. My bad, my bad.
I was trying to sneak him in during the show. So Molly had the letters CH written on her wristband. Crash died 10 days before this pay-per-view.
No shit.
10 days before the pay-per-view.
Wow.
Wow.
And WWE, because it was a suicide, never acknowledged it. They never acknowledged it. Like you would have
crazy.
seen like maybe like a pre-show graphic or something.
He OD'd with like pills, right?
OverD'd on purpose with pills, yeah. Fuck. So awful. And then, so for the go home SmackDown, it was Cena and Benoit versus Lesnar and Big Show, right? And after the match, for no reason, Cena jumped Benoit and hit him with an FU. Remember, he was just now turning into a face.
Trying to do the
Yeah.
Stone Cold thing.
Yeah, they wanted Hayes. Michael Hayes was like, hey, we want him to be kind of like an Edge Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And Vince agreed, according to this, And the crowd was so confused by it, they edited it off TV and we never saw it.
Really?
What?
Because back then SmackDown wasn't live.
Yeah, it was
so they
taped.
just took it out.
Wow.
Interesting.
And then one last piece of trivia: Goldberg successfully defended his title at this pay-per-view. How many other times did he successfully defend a WWE title?
Did he fight anyone else for this did he defend this title against anyone else, Eric?
I don't think so. Maybe like a match
Any
on Raw.
WWE title?
I don't think since. So you're talking Universal Championship?
Goldberg in WWE, Universal or WWE.
Yeah.
How many times has he successfully defended a title at a pay-per-view?
0?
Well, no, he just did this
One.
Well,
the
yeah,
one we're
one.
recapping.
He won the Universal Championship and never successfully defended it.
No.
So one.
One. This is the only time
That's what I mean, like,
he's ever successfully
He
defended a title.
hasn't had any other title defenses.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
That's
He's only
fantastic.
had a handful of pay-per-views in WWE.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did Triple H win it back? I guess Rumble?
Whatever the next time he defended it, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
I
because
guess-
it
I guess
said
had
like
to
he
be the
held
Rumble.
it for like 84 days after like beating Triple H. So I guess
So
he had
maybe
for a
like it
couple
was
months.
first you have to do a SmackDown brand pay-per-view, right?
I don't know what they did back
But
then.
that was it.
Anyways, let us know what you thought of the Survivor Series pay per view. What do you think, letter grade wise? Solid B.
Solid B.
Yeah,
Solid B.
because
Yeah,
Goldberg
solid
takes
B.
it down a letter grade.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say
Like if
B.
it was a different world title match, it'd probably be an A.
Armageddon is when Triple H beat him.
Oh, so that was December.
So
That was
he
the next
won it in
one.
Unforgiven,
Yeah.
defended it, and then lost it at Armageddon.
Okay, because I was going to say by the Royal Rumble, Triple H was already champion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All
I
right,
hope you
guys.
guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Later.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big Flair's pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every certain most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keibler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with